You got closed backs, you got open backs, but have you heard of open headphone stereos? Probably not, because it's a brand new category of kind of crazy gaming headphone. And if you weren't sure that this is a gaming headphone, well, look at the box. It's the HAVIT Game Note Fuxi-H8 Gaming Open Headphone Stereo, tailored for gaming, create for game. And this logo right here, listen, if these suck, I think the Toronto Raptors have reason to sue, okay? HAVIT. I've never heard of them before, and probably you haven't either, because I guess this is a Kickstarter? And also, they've a winner of several design awards. We got the Muse Design Award, the CMF Design Award, a Red Dot winner 2025, but note that none of these are headphone awards, so our mileage may vary. Let's get in here. Wow, okay. Pretty nice unboxing experience. We got like magnets in the box. We got some nice shiny embossed lettering. Our Fuxi-H8. Whoa, Stimkers. I'm like Kratos.
Boy.
What? These are to make them not open. They call them earmuffs, but I guess they go like in the hole. What the hell? They make so much stuff. I've never heard of these guys, but apparently they make suitcases and a full automatic umbrella, which I don't know what that means. This is like pretty nice foam too. Wow, these are looking worrisomely expensive. And here we have the headphones themselves. Okay, yes, these are literally the exact same thing that I saw at CES. No, Computex just last year. And the show floor is never a good place for audio products to make a good impression, but when I heard something like these, they did not make a good impression. These sound like shit. But we also didn't have our earmuffs. Also included with the headphones are braided cables, a USB-C to C of length that shall appear on screen, a C to combo headphone jack, which is about the same length. We also have a C to A. This is a lot of cables in here. And we have a boom arm microphone that is bendable. It's 3 poles. Usually it would just be a mono connector. It's interesting. And we get a wireless adapter that comes in the form of a split off USB-C adapter and a female USB-C to male USB-A. You should have no problems connecting to this, assuming you bring all the cables with you. They did forego any sort of like carrying case, which is kind of a bummer, because if you have all these cables and accessories that you might want to bring around with you, you'd think you want a little bit more than a plastic bag, but c'est la vie. Look at these. These are so strange. So unlike your typical headphones, which would have a full structure around the ear cup, these are open in the fact that there's no kind of inner seal for your ear. Typically when you're talking about like an open back headphone, that means that behind the driver, there is access to open space or air. Whereas a closed back headphone has a more closed off, but usually somewhat vented back kind of cover. That allows for usually a better bass response as well as better noise isolation. These forego both of them, which is, you know, cool, but sometimes you gotta wonder why no one's done something before. Maybe because it's a bad idea. The ear cups are made of like a silicone material. They're like inflated. There's no cushion in here. They're like air, which is an interesting choice. And the headband at the top has a kind of foam-like material under a very plasticky feeling faux leather. The ear cup extension is notched, so we have a little bit of tactile feedback. Honestly, doesn't go that big. So maybe if you have very large heads, you might be worried. Another thing I'd be worried about is these wires that are just going through these channels here and are completely exposed to the elements. I could see these getting caught on things by accident or just wearing out a lot sooner than you'd expect. Ear cups have a swivel and tilt and can lay fully flat for transport, though they don't shrink down any further than that. On the left ear cup is where we have our controls as well as our mic input. We have a power button, a mute button, a keyed mechanism for our microphone to hopefully get it to lock in a little bit better and not just make it proprietary. I think it's just to make it proprietary. It's also got a weird square shape that kind of feels like it's intentionally made so that you can't just shove in any sort of microphone that you want, which is a bit annoying. You got your USB-C, we got a power button and a volume up and down. The buttons feel fine. They claim 6 connection modes and I'm trying to do that math right now because we have wireless, 2.4 gigahertz. We have Bluetooth. We would have our USB-C as a potential audio. Then I guess, are they counting the USB-A as another way of doing audio? Okay, we found the answer on the back of the box here. 2.4G Type-C, 2.4G USB-A, Bluetooth, 3.5mm audio cable, Type-C USB audio cable, Type-C Type-C audio cable. It's not 6 connection modes. It is just different connections. Let's turn them on. Dude, it is weird to have the sensation of like headphones on and then like actually like there's not like.
You look good though. Like you could.
I look good. Thank you. Can you see my ears?
Who is this for?
Yeah, I don't know who asked for this. Nobody in the world was like maybe if it's like if you're like in a hot, very warm country, and your ears get sweaty, and you don't have good AC where you game. Okay, honestly, the noise isolation is present.
You want us to make some sounds?
Gossip about me.
Dude, this guy, like,
Gaming mode.
Okay, did you hear that?
Gaming mode.
It's the most low bitrate included audio I've ever heard on a headset.
Spatial sound.
Spatial sound. Oh, right. So that's a big feature on these. These have spatial audio support, which I think in 2026, everyone collectively goes, who cares? The idea of having like immersive surround sound, sure, that's fine. That's cool. But the like, pretend that your display's there and you turn your head and it sounds like this, no one wants that. And even then, spatial audio mostly just kind of sucks, especially when it comes to spatial music. I just don't care, man. I just don't care. But what I do care about is telling you about our sponsor.
Razer. The Isker V2 New Gen gaming chair is made with their cool touch technology for breathable and peel-resistant leather, as opposed to traditional PU leather chairs. And the cold-cured foam keeps you comfortable for those long gaming sessions. Stay supported in every position with Razer's proprietary HyperFlex lumbar support and its 360-degree design that adjusts up, down, in, and out for ultimate support. Engineered for ergonomics, crafted for comfort. Check out Razer's new Isker V2 New Gen chair using our link down below.
when you have these headphones on, are you afraid of somebody coming up and putting their finger in your ear?
They won the Red Dot Award for most wet willyable headphone. Have you ever been reverse wet willied? When someone sticks their finger in their ear and puts it in your mouth? Do it to your friends, they'll find it hilarious. Okay, how do I make this pair? Bluetooth mode. It's working via dongle mode. Calls it dongle mode too. It says Bluetooth mode, dongle mode. It's not connected. Is it? It sounds like it's coming from my phone, which is a bad sign. It's doing the stupid kind of spatial sound. It's now in my left ear. It's now in my right ear. No one wants this. Straight to hell. Spatial sound straight to hell. What is something that these might sound good with? This is max volume.
That actually doesn't sound like it's that loud.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. When I was in junior high, Bluetooth speakers, they weren't so easy to come by, but you did have like your phone. And what you could do is that you could take the bottom of your phone and you could put it in like a cup. And then you could and that would make it like a lot louder for the room. That's basically what these sound like. Like there's no redeeming quality to this at all. They have no bass. They have terrible distortion. No detail in the highs. They make the voice of Rosalia sound like garbage. They have no spatial depth. These are like direct to landfill quality. This is the kind of thing that I would expect to find at the liquidation center that gets the stock of the stuff that didn't sell at the dollar store. This is like an insult. And the fact that any of these companies decided to give it an award clearly means that all of these are pay for awards, because there's nothing redeeming about these except for the fact that they are doing something different. But if you're doing something different, you should also maybe consider doing something good. Because you guys want to see something different? That's different and it's not good. But I'm gonna pay somebody to give me an award for that so I can put it on my box. This is literally, I think, the worst thing I've ever heard on this channel.
Do you want to try it with
Let's talk through this. No, I'm not gonna try. It does not matter.
It's crazy you're getting this heated because the airflow in the ear should really be keeping you cool.
Yeah, let's do the microphone. Maybe it's the best sounding microphone of all time. Recording. Also an incredibly bright blue LED. Really gonna annoy you if you're gaming at night. Apparently it has noise canceling, so maybe if you can make you wanna crinkle, make some noise, be like, hello. This is a test of the
HAVIT Fuxi-H8.
Credit where credit's due. It's a good microphone, because you guys were decently noisy. It was not that distracting, and the overall audio quality was actually pretty solid. So they did one thing right. Okay, gonna see which one sounds better. Some noise, we like, Does this sound as bad as the headphones themselves? We'll find out. Granted, I guess these are supposed to go on a head, but like, there's literally no, when these don't seal, there's literally no difference between holding a speaker close to your ear and holding your phone speaker close to your ear. Because there's no seal, they don't control any of the audio. Now, if you can tolerate the sound of these for a long period of time, they promise up to 30 hours of nonstop gameplay. But when you dig into it, if you use the 2.4 gigahertz dongle, that's gonna be maximum 15 hours when you turn the RGB off. And if you're using Bluetooth, you only get 17.7 with the RGB on. So if you want to get 30 hours of gameplay, you have to use Bluetooth, which I don't recommend for gaming, and you have to have the RGB off, which I don't recommend for gaming.
So it's not even that bright and it's sucking that much battery?
Yeah.
That's really disappointing.
Let's take a look at what Labs has to say about it. And the graph is insulting. There's basically nothing below 100 hertz in terms of response. And then look at the mountain in the mids. To clarify, where a good sounding headphone should be is in between the white lines. There is almost none of this headphone sound signature that is in between the white lines. They literally could not have made it worse. These things must cost like $10, right? Because like everything about them is executed so, no, there's no way, because the packaging was so nice. That was like $10 of packaging. Like, the comfort sucks. The silicone ear cups basically alleviate no pressure. I can feel the driver on my ears. If you were somebody who had ears that stuck out more, you'd be way worse off.
So yeah, they're $200.
They're $200?
But on the website right now, if you buy 2 pairs, you will get $4 off US.
This is insane. Something Labs also pointed out was that they just lie on their website. They have a completely made up frequency response chart. So they say rich balanced sound with deep lows, clear mids, and sparkling highs. Yeah, it seems like they just lie.
And you didn't want to give them an award though?
How much would they have to pay me to put my name as a sign of a badge of approval with my name on it? Probably 3 million US, 8 million CAD. Like enough that I could just be like, hide my face from the world. Honestly, I think my conclusion, Toronto Raptors, you need to sue. This is crazy. They're awful, they're a disgrace. Oh wait, we didn't try them with these. We have to listen to them with the things. Okay, trying them in sealed mode. It's okay, we gotta give them, this is their one last chance at redemption. Connected. They still sound like shit. Okay, thank you so much for watching the Short Circuit. If you want to see another video about dumb headphones, how about the headphones that are actually just speakers from JLab? Believe it or not, they're half the price of this trash.